Hello, everyone. I hope I'm live now. So, a very good evening to all. Those who are watching me live, could you guys please give me the confirmation? Am I properly audible or not, clearly visible or not? I will wait for a few minutes so that everyone will join this live session and then maybe we will start our upcoming discussion. Uh, Today we'll be going to a very great interactive session once again. And it's been a while that, we have not touched upon the logical problem solving part per se in this YouTube channel. By the way, when I started my journey of, launching this YouTube channel and the initial series was DSA only. After that, I was uploading the videos of data science also. So I thought that it's been a while. We have not discussed about this logical problem solving questions. So now why not to take one session with respect to that part also. I was getting a multiple request also from multiple people that could you please take live sessions on this or not. So I thought that let's take that. Oh, many people have joined as well. So, a very good evening to all the people who have just now joined. So, can you guys give me the confirmation firstly that, am I properly audible or not, clearly visible or not, so that we will start our great upcoming live session with respect to the coding interview questions of DSA? How can we handle that? Uh, it's just, I would say, a gist of my upcoming batch. How will that flow will go? If you want to just check that out, similar to that only, the flow will be there in the upcoming 2.0 batch as well. For those who are not aware, I am again announcing that very soon on 8th of July, we are starting our second batch of DSA 2.0. The main purpose of that batch is that in the upcoming sessions, live sessions in that specific batch, those who will enroll into that specific batch, we will try to practice as many coding interview questions as we can. I'm rigorously working on these days to cater specifically those problems who have a variety also, and who whatever problem is very frequently asked in a lot of interviews. I'm trying to cater those specific problems. uh, I'm just what I can do apart from this, I can just make sure that the journey with that batch is also superb, will be superb or awesome. Just believe in me, and if you are someone who is preparing really hard to you know go and give the interviews in any of the product based companies, I think for them, this batch will be really really helpful. So still seats are available. uh, Today also I got few mails that whether the seats are available or not. It is still open, it is available. I'm again taking up registrations. It's not till 50, right? So please make sure that if you are someone who is interested, go check that out. If you are having any sort of issue, do let me know. I will for sure try to resolve it as soon as possible. With this, I think we can start our today's live. What say? Can we start, everyone? uh, Thank you, Nagasai, Mayur, for the confirmation. Uh, Mihir is saying, Pranam, Mihir. I hope all going great. Yes, everything is going superb. I hope everything is going great for you too, right? Um shall we start our session now? So, for those people, again, I'm just announcing, just go to my website. This is the course name, DSA Interview Prep 2.0. Again, today you can say that you can see that how the flow will go in the course, what kind of questions we will discuss. So I am nowadays researching a lot of problems, and whatever problems I am facing or I have faced in my interviews, while giving that, all the problems I'm catering in one of the sheet. And in the upcoming batch, I will use that sheet where we will solve almost 100 to 150 number of problems. The main focus is on solving the variety of problems so that we will be able to handle it in a pretty much amazing manner in an interviews, rather than focusing on the fundamental concepts. So videos will be provided for that, but in the live sessions the focus will be on solving the coding problems. So today you can see that how the flow will go, how my way of teaching will be, and definitely accordingly you can decide as well. Okay, so the very first question, which very recently I have seen in an interview, and I'm just trying to copy that problem. This is from lead code specifically. So let me just first of all copy this problem. I think we can start with this problem and then we will see how much we can cover up today. Okay, let me just do one thing. Um, so the problem is a problem of product of array except self. So I'm just copying the problem statement. So this is the problem statement given to us. Okay. Uh, I hope everyone can see my screen. This is the problem statement. So what they are saying is, given an integer array nums, return an array answer such that answer of I is equal to the product of all the elements of the number except number of I. I think problem might not be clear to maximum people. For that, I will take few test cases and let me try to explain to you what they want to say. They are saying that we will provide you one input, and that input is an array of nums. And let's say we will be having an array like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. What they're expecting as an output is the, again, array, or you can say list itself. But apart from that number itself, we have to multiply the other numbers. One more thing is that whatever things we're covering up today, as it's coding interview questions, I want this session to be more interactive. So I really want you guys to participate in the live chat window. That is the main reason of conducting this session as a live mode and not as a recorded pace. So please make sure that you will be active, and definitely you will be enjoying in this session if you will be active here and responding to whatever questions I am asking in the chat window. Okay. So what they're expecting from us is that whatever number you have, for example, for one, so skip that number, and apart from the one, whatever numbers are available, multiply all these numbers. So what you have is 2 into 3 into 4. So the answer will become 24 here. I hope it makes sense. For 2, 2 वाला number को छोड़ के whatever number is pending, you have 1, 3, and 4. So if you will multiply that number, you will be able to get 12. Then for 3, the answer will be 8. And for 4, the answer will be 3 into 2, which is 6. Is the problem statement is clear to everyone? Can you guys give me the confirmation? So except for that specific number for which we are writing that value, multiply all the remaining elements and give us a product for that. That is the number one problem statement for today's session. Again, very widely asked interview question, personally asked from me as well in one of the interviews. So let's try to deep dive into this specific problem, that what could be the possible approaches that we can work upon, what kind of results we should deliver to the interviewer, how basically we can tackle these problems in an interview, how can we respond to the interviewer when they are asking these kind of questions, how we can start our discussion, right? Everything I'll discuss here. It will be one of the most important and crucial sessions if you are someone who is preparing for the interview specific to product based companies. So please make sure you will be very attentive, and whatever questions you have in your head, please try to write those questions in the chat window. I will definitely look upon that and try to respond to you. Now, first and foremost thing is, whenever someone is asking you any of the coding problem, please make sure that you have to understand. So here, now I'm talking about the strategies, right? So basically I'm talking about how I usually handle these kind of problems, and what things I think if you could take care of, that will be really helpful for you as well. Because see, in, again I'm repeating, in whatever domain you want to enter, specifically in companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, or Meta, right? Please make sure that these companies will focus on DSA rounds in the initial part itself, right? The top 2 3 rounds will be only on DSA, and after that only you will get a chance to, you know, work for or showcase your projects or showcase your data science skill, data analytics skill, web development skill. So please make sure that you will keep on practicing these questions on lead code and try to solve variety of problems, right? That is the major thing which I want to talk here. Now, how basically you need to tackle these kind of problems? What is your mindset all about? Or at least I can share my experiences as how basically I usually manage. First of all, please make sure that you will try to spend some of your time to understand the problem statement pretty well, right? I have seen so many people because I have taken lot many interviews as well in my previous company. So what I have seen or what I have observed is that many people usually don't spend much time to understand the problem itself, and they directly jump towards the solution part per se. They just have that, okay, let me write the code. This is not how the flow will go. First of all, if interviewer is asking you some problem, take some time. Definitely they will give you the time. You can take your minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, just to check it out that what they want to question to you, right? What they want to expect from you as an answer. See that what is the input given to you, what is the kind of result they are expecting. If you are feeling that somewhere that there is a ambiguity, just try to ask from them the questions, the edge cases, the constraints, that what kind of constraints are available. What is the specific range of numbers which you're talking about? Whatever questions you have in your head, just ask from them before jumping towards a direct solution for that approach. Okay? Now, that is the first thing. You have to understand the problem statement. So, is that first thing is clear to everyone that whatever question I'm giving to you, is that problem statement is clear? That what we're supposed to do, we're supposed to, skip that single number, and remaining numbers we need to multiply to get the final result. For example, in this case, we're getting 24. In this case, we're getting 12. In this case, we're getting 8. In this case, we're getting 6. Is that fine for everyone? Can I expect some response? I hope I am clearly audible and many people are watching also. So can I expect the response from everyone in the chat window? Everyone, is it clear? Is the problem statement clear to everyone? Okay, can you guys respond to a poll? Everyone, yes or no? Yes. Okay, I can see everyone is saying yes, but still many people are joining live. But only what I can see is few people, 4 or 5 people have just given the vote. Is everyone is active here? Can I expect some confirmation from everyone here? See, guys, that is the main reason to go live and interact with you all. And I really want everyone, whosoever is with me in the live. I don't know the name. What I can see is Nagasai name I can see, Mayur name I can see, Mihir name I can see, but other people are also there, as we can see with the numbers. So please make sure you will keep on responding in the chat window, right? ठीक है. Whatever confirmation I got from that, I'm convinced that you get the problem statement pretty well. Perfect. Now let's move to the next important part. Now, second focus should not be to get the optimal approach of any problem. See, for example, interviewer is providing you any of the given problem statement. Okay? They are not expecting you directly to reach out towards the optimal approach. First of all, you should talk about the brute force approach of the same problem. So let me just do one thing. Uh, that is good for me. So what I'm saying is brute force approach. So the next important thing is to talk about brute force approach. What is the meaning of brute force approach? Simply, you can say that if someone is giving you any question, what is the layman idea which you're getting? If you're not aware even about anything with respect to data structure, algorithm, how will you solve this problem? That is the basic idea of a brute force approach. So, what do you think? That if, let's say, someone is providing this problem, how will you solve this problem? Any idea? Any comments? Any thoughts on that? Any layman idea? Like, I'm not expecting here that you will provide me a very wonderful approach with the lowest time and space complexity. What I'm saying is very simplest approach, how basically you will solve this problem if the problem statement is clear to everyone. And please make sure everyone, please hit like button. I think my audience is uh, very mature, and please make sure that you will uh, you know try to push this video in a way that please do share that. The more you will share these videos will reach to wider audience, and that is the main purpose, right? We want very soon to finish 10K subscribers here as well. I am working very hard on this channel as well, so please make sure you will do a bit from your side also. Okay, now coming back again to my question, what do you think is the brute force approach towards solving this problem? What I can feel here is that if, let's say, maybe we will take up permutations and combinations of every number. For example, what we can do is we can apply two simple for loops, and what we can do is at every point of time we will just skip that specific element, take the other elements and do the multiplication. I think that will work fine. I'm not sure, but this is what I feel like. Now whenever you are seeing any of the approaches in the interview, try to speak out, try to tell whatever your mind is saying to the interviewer. I have seen so many people who sits quiet and they just focus on solving or writing a code. That is not how interview went. What interviewer wants to see in you is the kind of mindset that you have, rather than focusing on passing the test cases in a technical interview round. So whatever thought you have, whatever things you are thinking that okay, this is how basically I will try to solve this problem, share that approach to the interviewer. So what I will say, if I will be at your end in the brute force approach, I will say that what I'll do is maybe I will try to take the permutations and combinations. So they will say that can you write a pseudo code, or can you showcase how this thing will work. So the another thing which you have to make sure is whatever approach you're talking about, definitely dry run that approach. Dry run your approach in front of the interviewer. What is the meaning of that? I will showcase you. Okay? If I will be at your place and if I will be giving the interview, how will I do that? See what I will do. I will say that okay, let me try to write a pseudo code or a function definition of what you want to see here. So let me try to create one function by the name of product except self. Now try to give a naming of your function in such a way that it will be properly defined. Means if anyone wants to see this particular function name, they will be able to understand that what this function is doing internally. Okay. Now inside that, what I have is just the input array, right? Which is given by the user. Now, what actually we want? What actually we want? We are saying that we want just the product of the numbers except that number itself. So first of all, I'll try to take the length of the numbers. So it will give me the size of the nums array that I have. And what I will do is, because they are saying that give me one array result, array name, array list. So I will try to initialize that list with 0 number. So I'm writing this code in terms of Python programming, but you can use any of the comfortable programming language for your choice, because I usually write a code in ML, AI, and Python specific domain. So I have a good expertise over Python nowadays. So I'll write on top of that only. Now what I will do is, I will say that I'll apply one for loop, which will start obviously from 0, will reach until the value of n. And inside that, what I will do is, I will try to take one variable by the name of product, which I will initialize with 1. Now see what this product is doing. So what this product will do, I'll try to apply one for loop, which will start from 0, will go until n minus 1. And here I will just apply one condition that if the value of I is not equal to j, because what we want is, we want the product of the numbers except that self number. So what we want is I and j should not be equal. And if they're not equal, I will just keep on doing a product. So this value is nothing. I would say product dot equal to you can say the value of nums of j. Finally, what I will do once I will move out of this inside for loop, I will just try to update this value of answer of I with a product variable. And finally, when I move out of this for loop also, I will return the complete array itself. Now, what I have done here, let's try to dry run this code. Definitely, you have to showcase that, okay, this is the logic which I have written as a brute force approach. How is this working? And is it getting me the same answer which I'm expecting as an output? Let's try to try to check that out. See, what we have as an input number is 1. In my nums array, you have the value as 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? You know the index number of this variables are 0, 1, 2, and 3, right? Now, you have initialized one answer array and initially all the values are 0. This is how in Python, for those people who are not aware about Python programming, we usually do the initialization. We are saying 0 into n, where n is the size of the nums array, which is nothing but is equals to 4. 4, right? So what is happening is, with respect to the size of 4, 0 value will be updated to every particular index value that we have. Now what will happen? Again, answer is list which is having an index number 0, 1, 2, and 3. This is the significance of dry running. See, how can I showcase you the entire output now? How the numbers will change. What we have done, this is done, this is done. Now we are starting our for loop. And inside that we have one variable by the name of product equal to 1. So let's try to now see. When the value of I is equals to 0, you are starting your for loop. You have one variable by the name of product which is equals to 1. Now what is happening is, you are going inside this j loop. This is called as nested looping. One loop, inside that we have another loop. So what is happening is j is also equals to 0, right? Now you are saying, if I is not equal to j, is it I and j equal? Yes, they are equal. So nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. So this condition is not satisfying. This will not do something. And whatever value you have as a product value, which is 1, you will update that value in the answer of 0. Because for now, our value of I is nothing but a 0. I hope it makes sense. Till so far, everything is clear. Our value of I is 0, right? So you will go out of this, nothing will happen. Answer of 0 is product value, which is nothing but is equals to 1 here. So you will update that. After that, your j value will be equal to 1, right? This is what is happening. Now what will happen? When the j value will be 1, see, j value will go to 1, then it will go to 2, then it will go to 3. Because the value of the size of an array is 4, so it will start from 0, will go until 3. Now what will happen? So here there is a match, so nothing happened inside the for loop of j. But in this case, what will happen? Try to understand. Your value of I is 0, your value of j is 1. There is a mismatch between the value of I and j. So what will happen? You are saying, now do the multiplication of what is the value at nums of j. The value is, by the way, here, I think, first of all, the for loop will be finished. Sorry, this is outside of this for loop. So we will not update anything for now. This is outside of for loop. Let's finish this for loop, then the things will happen. So for now, nothing is happening. Now in this case, your product value will be updated to, try to update this value of product with nums of j. It was 2. So can I say it will be, for now, 2 into 1? So can I say this value will be updated to 2? Everyone agrees with me? Now, when you move to the j value as 2, again the value of I is 0, the value of j is 2. They are different. So again, product will happen. What is the value of nums of j? Nums of 2 is 3. So 2 into 3 is 6. So your value of prod is equals to 6. So can I say it will become 6 now? And then when the value of j will become 3, again, what is the value available in nums of 3? It will be 4. So can I say the value of product will be now 24 and your value of this will be updated to 24. So now finally, once you will move out of this for loop, your value of answer of y will change to 24. And now the same thing will happen for the value of I is equals to 1, right? Again, your product value will be changed to 1. Again, when the value of j equal to 0, there is a mismatch. So what will happen? Your product value will get changed to what is the value available at nums of I? It is 1 only. Then again, the value of j equal to 1, it will run. Then j equal to 2, it will run. Then j equal to 3, it will also run. Same thing will happen here. I and j both are same. So here nothing will happen. Then prod value will get changed to 1 into what is the value available at nums of 2? 3. And then prod value will get changed to 3 into 4, which is 12. So finally, our value will be updated to 12. So can I say now my value at answer of I will become 12? So can you see same numbers are happening? 24 is there, 12 is there. Now at your end, when you will do the same thing for the value of I equals to 2, and then for the value of I equals to 3, you will observe that product value will become 8, and that you can do at your end now. Please try to dry run at your end like the way I have done. So what you will be able to get is 8 and 6 for the next iteration, and your values will be updated. Is that sense is clear to everyone? This is the approach number 1, which you can say is the brute force approach, which just now I have discussed. Dry running your approach is very, very important. Whatever thing you are writing in your code part, just showcase to them that how is this working and what basically output you will be able to get at the end of the day. For example, just now I have showcased you when the value of I is equals to 0, how this nested loop will work. At every iteration, when I equal to 0, j will start from 0 to 3. I equal to 1, j will again start from 0 to 3. And how the value of this product will get changed? Whenever there is a mismatch of I and j, the product value will be updated. Whenever there is a match, nothing will happen. This is what I have shown you. And once our for loop will be over, there will be an update in our final result array. And once both of the loops are over, we will return that array, which will become 24, 12, 8, and 6. So is that approach number 1 is clear to everyone? Is that approach number 1 is clear to everyone? Can you guys give me the confirmation? Is that approach number 1 is clear to everyone? Just give me the confirmation, everyone. Is approach 1 is clear to everyone or not? Yes or no? Can I get confirmation from everyone? So that we can move ahead to the approach number 2, which is the optimized approach. Just give me the confirmation, everyone, then we will proceed. Okay, 80% said yes, 17% said no. So again, I am just briefing it out what I have conveyed here till so far. Okay? And then we will proceed ahead. So maybe I will use the Scribble link. Many people usually like that in terms of explaining the stuffs. So let me explain there as well. and then we can proceed. Now you can see that a single question, if we will do it in a very great manner, can take a lot of time in order to get the better understanding. Okay, so let's try to again deep dive into it with the this blackboard notepad editor understanding part. I'll write here, just try to understand this. So what is happening, I'm just trying to explain in Hindi now because I have explained in English in the previous part. तो हमारे पास यहाँ पे क्या है, we have 5 elements, right? हमारे पास I think 4 elements हैं, 1 2 3 4. इंडेक्स नंबर क्या है, 0 1 2 3. 4 एलिमेंट्स अवेलेबल है. क्वेश्चन में ये बोला है कि हर एक जब आप प्रिंट कर रहे हो तो उस केस में आपको अपने एलिमेंट को छोड़ के वट एवर एलिमेंट इज अवेलेबल एट दैट एंड, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट मल्टीप्लाई ऑल अदर एलिमेंट्स. तो जैसे 1 वाले पार्ट में आपके पास में जो रिजल्ट एरे होगी उसको 1 को छोड़ के जो बाकी एलिमेंट्स उनको मल्टीप्लाई करना है, विच इज 2 इंटू 3 इंटू 4, विच विल बी 24. सेम थिंग विल गो देयर. 12 आएगा, यहां पे करोगे तो 8 आएगा और यहां पे करोगे तो 6 आएगा. ठीक है, अब करना क्या है, अब कैसे करें इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व. तो सिंपल सा मैंने आपको एक ब्रूट फोर्स अप्रोच बताया कि क्या करते हैं. सबसे पहले हम n निकाल लेते हैं. नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स कितने हैं, 4 एलिमेंट्स हैं. हम एक एरे क्रिएट करते हैं बाय द नेम ऑफ आंसर एरे, जिसका साइज जो है उस n के इक्वल होगा और उसकी इनिशियलाइजेशन कर देते हैं 0 से. तो मैंने क्या किया, मैंने सिंपली 0 से इनिशियलाइजेशन कर दिया. अब यहां पे जो ये जो काम है, ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट काम है जो लॉजिकली हो रहा है. क्या हो रहा है, हमें क्वेश्चन में क्या बोला गया है कि अगर सेम नंबर को हमें नहीं लेना है. मतलब कि अगर 1 पे आप काम कर रहे हो, इस इंडेक्स पे आप काम कर रहे हो, तो इसको छोड़ के बाकी इंडेक्स का मल्टीप्लिकेशन चाहिए. राइट, दिस इज द क्वेश्चन, दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट. तो हमने यही अप्रोच अपनाई. हमने बोला आई की वैल्यू 0 पे ऑब्वियसली जे की वैल्यू 0 के लिए काम करेगी, 1 के लिए भी काम करेगी, 2 के लिए भी काम करेगी, 3 के लिए भी काम करेगी, क्योंकि ये नेस्टेड लूप है. यहां पे हमने एक वेरिएबल बनाया प्रोडक्ट के नाम से, जो कि मेरा मेन हीरो होगा इस पूरे कोड के अंदर. मैंने क्या कहा, आई की वैल्यू 0 पे, क्योंकि मुझे खुद के नंबर को नहीं लेना, मतलब जहां पे आई और जे सेम होगा उसको नहीं लेना, बाकी सारे नंबर्स को लेना है. तो मैंने क्या कहा, जहां पे भी आई और जे इक्वल है कुछ मत करो, आगे बढ़ जाओ. जे की वैल्यू 1 पे क्या करना है, नंबर को लो, मल्टीप्लाई करो. तो नंबर क्या है आपके पास में, J1 पे नम्स ऑफ आई के अंदर, नम्स ऑफ जे के अंदर नंबर क्या है 2. तो आपको अपने प्रोडक्ट में वैल्यू को 2 को मल्टीप्लाई कर देना, क्योंकि यही तो हमें चाहिए. हमें 0 इंडेक्स पे 0 वाले नंबर को ना लेके बाकी सारे नंबर्स को लेना है. यही तो प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट कह रही है. फिर हम आगे बढ़े, जे की वैल्यू 2 पे गए, आई और जे सेम नहीं है, तो हमने क्या किया, हमने कहा प्रोडक्ट में नंबर को लो जो ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल 2 है, 2 में और मल्टीप्लाई कर दो किसे, 3 को. तो 2 इंटू 3 क्या हो गया, 6. फिर हम और आगे बढ़े, हमने कहा कि अच्छा ये भी डिफरेंट ही है, तो क्या करना है, 6 को उठाओ, मल्टीप्लाई कर दो नेक्स्ट नंबर जो अवेलेबल है 4. 6 इंटू 4 क्या हो गया, 24. तो इस तरीके से जो फाइनल हमारे पास नंबर आया उसको हमने आंसर ऑफ आई के अंदर डाल दिया. मतलब कि इससे ये शोकेस हो गया कि हमारा पहला वेरिएबल का जो काम है वो हो गया. मतलब कि इस नंबर को छोड़ के हमने बाकी सारे नंबर्स के साथ में मल्टीप्लिकेशन कर दिया है. दैट इज द सिंपल थिंग दैट वी हैव डन हियर. टिल सो फार इज इट क्लियर? And if that is the step which is clear to everyone, I think you can do all other steps in the similar manner. सेम चीज करनी है. अब अगले स्टेप में क्या होगा, i की वैल्यू 1 होगी, फिर से j की वैल्यू 0 से 4 तक चलेगी. राइट, i की वैल्यू 1 पे प्रोडक्ट की वैल्यू फिर से क्या होगी, 1 होगी. फिर से क्या होगा, j की वैल्यू 0 होगी, फिर 1 होगी, फिर 2 होगी, फिर 3 होगी. सेम थिंग यू विल कंटिन्यू. j की वैल्यू 0 पे क्या होगा, आपके पास में i और j अलग है, बिल्कुल अलग है, तो प्रोडक्ट में वो वैल्यू लेगा नम्स ऑफ j की, तो 1 ही आएगा. i और j सेम है, तो कुछ भी नहीं होगा इस आइट्रेशन में, क्योंकि दोनों सेम है. हमें सेम नंबर्स को नहीं रखना, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट अदर नंबर्स को रखना है. j की वैल्यू 2 पे क्या होगा, फिर से हम 1 में जो अवेलेबल है 1 इंटू नम्स ऑफ 2 में क्या अवेलेबल है उस नंबर को लेंगे, 3 अवेलेबल है, तो 3 आ गया. एंड फाइनली 3 इंडेक्स पे क्या होगा, 3 इंटू लास्ट वैल्यू क्या अवेलेबल है, 4 अवेलेबल है, तो 4 इंटू 3 12 आ गया. तो हमने फाइनली क्या किया, 1 पे गए और 12 को अपडेट कर दिया. एंड दिस इज हाउ वी विल कंटिन्यू आवर स्टोरी. इज इट मेकिंग सेंस टू एवरीवन नाउ? कैन यू गाइज गिव मी द कंफर्मेशन नाउ? इज इट क्लियर? बेसिकली हम ये बोल रहे हैं कि जहां पर भी i और j का इंडेक्स सेम है ना, उस केस में कुछ भी मत करो. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट टेक ऑल अदर नंबर्स, क्योंकि यही तो मेरा मेन लॉजिक है. क्वेश्चन क्या है? हमें मल्टीप्लाई करना है अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट नंबर इटसेल्फ. सो वी नीड टू डू अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ एरे एक्सेप्ट सेल्फ. दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट. तो खुद के नंबर को नहीं करना. तो उसका उसका लॉजिक क्या बनाओगे आप? यू विल ट्राई टू ऑब्वियसली अप्लाई दिस लॉजिक, नो, सो दैट इट विल मेक श्योर दैट यू विल नॉट टेक दैट सेम नंबर इटसेल्फ. That is the main idea. Is it fine for everyone? This thing, Mayur, indicates in Python कि आप ये बोल रहे हो कि एक लिस्ट बनाओ जिसमें साइज n हो. n मतलब द वैल्यू इज 4. 4 साइज लिस्ट बनाओ और सारी वैल्यूज को इनिशियलाइज कर दो 0 से. दिस इज द वे टू इनिशियलाइज अ लिस्ट विद द वैल्यू 0 ऑफ साइज n in Python specifically. Is it fine? Someone is asking, please continue SQL series. I have finished SQL series from the start to the end. Please go check it out. It's already over. All the episodes are already uploaded in the series. It's already over. All the topics have been already uploaded in all the episodes. Now, the next task. अब आपको क्या करना है? आपने brute force approach बता दिया. The next task of you guys, when this question will be asked, is to talk about the time and space complexity. Now, I hope you guys know that whenever we are writing any code, what is the meaning of a time complexity? If there is someone who is not aware in depth about the time complexity, please go check it out, my series of DSA using Python. You will be able to get that understanding. In layman words, if I'll have to explain in a brief context, it is about how many number of loops you are running in a code if it's a known recursive code. So in this case, how many number of loops you are running? It's n square, because it's a nested loop. One loop, into that another loop is there. So the time complexity of this loop will be big O of n square. Big O of n square. And what is the space complexity of this approach, if I'll ask you? So in this specific case, what is the meaning of space complexity? The literal meaning is that how much extra space are you using? So in this case, if you will be able to see, you are using an external array to store your results. So apart from the original array given to you, which is the nums array, are you using any extra space? Yes, we are using that by the name of answer. It's a separate data structure which we are using to store our results. And that is why the space complexity is big O of n. So this is what the time and the space complexity we will be able to compute with the help of a brute force approach. This is the core idea. Now the interviewer will say to you that, can you optimize this approach? Can you further optimize this approach? Or maybe, can you give me any other logic which is having a lower time and space complexity as comparable to what you have just now discussed with me? And that is where you have to talk about the optimized approach now. So again, when you are trying to talk about an optimized approach, what is the meaning of optimized approach? Simple meaning is, it is having a lesser time or space complexity than the brute force approach. So how can we solve that? Can we come up with some approach where the time complexity is nothing but it is linear? And yes, that approach exists. Okay, so think over it. I'll share, by the way, this documentation with everyone. This is basically, today's session is all about to showcase you that how basically, what is the kind of a flow which you have to take care of whenever any question will be asked from you in an interview. Usually in an interview, maximum questions in a technical interview, which interviewer will ask from you is two questions, right? It might be the case that they will ask you one question and the complete discussion went over for 45 minutes for that question itself. The good thing is, if you will be able to tackle two problems itself in one of the interview, chances are very high that you will be selected for the upcoming rounds as well. Okay? So now, Let's try to focus on how can we optimize this approach, and we'll try to solve the same thing maybe in a linear task rather than going for a quadratic time complexity. How can we do so? Now, for that, again, I'm trying to showcase you one very interesting logic. I don't know how many of you are getting this specific logic, but let me try to talk about this optimized approach. So, again, I will go back to the editor and we'll try to showcase you that what we are doing. What I will do now is I will try to do one thing. Let's say I will be having, right, nums array 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initially, I will try to curate a again answer result having an index 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. What I will do is I will initialize it with 0, 0, 0, 0. But now in this case, what I will do, just try to focus here. I will be taking again a product variable initialized at 1. And what I'm doing in the first part is I'm saying try to initialize one loop, go from 0 till the value of 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. And do one thing, whatever be your answer of I you have, just try to copy the value of the product. Whatever be the updated value of product you will be able to get. And then update this product value with the value of nums of I. See what will happen. This is the first part which I am trying to convey here. What will happen with this? When the value of I is 0, you are saying product value is 1. So update that value. Your value will become 1, right? Then you are trying to update this product with the nums of I. So I value is 0, you are saying 1 into 1 will become 1. Then you went to the next iteration, I equals to 1. See what will happen. What is the value of product? It is again 1. Okay? Nums of y is 2. 2 into 1 is 2. So again you will update your product variable with 2. Okay? Then you will went to the value of I as 2. Again what will happen? You will try to update this now ans of I with the product value. So what will happen? This will be 2. Further, product value will become 2 into 3, which will become 6. So 6 will be updated here. You will move ahead to the I value as 4. What will happen? You will copy the value of product in this variable 6, and then you will again update it with 6 into 4, 24. So in the very first iteration, what you have done is at every iteration, you will try to update the product variable into the answer of I, and then whatever be the nums of I available to you, you have multiplied that with the product variable itself. So let me write a code for the same. So this is the problem statement which we are working today, right? This is available on a lead code platform. So this is where I'm writing an optimized approach now. What I'm saying is, I will do one thing. First of all, I'll try to take the value of n, which is the length of the nums variable that we have. Then we will try to take a answer list initialized with 0 with a size n. Now what I will do, I will say for I in range n, I will try to do one thing. First of all, I will update my value of answer of I with a product variable. Okay? After that, I will update my product variable with the value of nums of I. This will basically help me to get a answer of I array as this array. With this step, I will be able to get 1126. Now again, I will do one iteration where I will start my iteration from backend from 3 and will go until 0. And in this iteration, what I will do is, this is a very interesting step. I will try to multiply the product value, whatever value I have, which again I will initialize with 1 itself in this loop. I will say multiply with the answer of I, and then I will update this product variable with the value of nums of I. See what magic will happen here now. Okay? And finally, I will return the list whatever I will be able to get. See this. This is a very, very important step. And if you will be able to get this, your understanding will be superb. My product is 1. So I value is 3. I'm starting a backtracking kind of a loop. I value will be 3, then 2, then 1, then 0. I 3, 2, 1, and 0. What I'm doing here, when the value of I is 3, product is 1, answer of 3 into 1. Answer of 3 is 6, 6 into 1 is 6. So it will remain same. Now what will happen? What is the value of nums of 3? It is 4. 4 into 1. Your value will be updated to 4 at the value of I equal to 3. Now you went to the I equal to 2 value. What will happen? Product value is 4. So you are saying whatever value is available here, multiply that with the product value. So 2 into 4 is 8. You will be able to get 8 value. Now what you will do, you will update this product variable with the nums of I. In the nums of I, nums of 2 value is 3. 3 into 4 is 12. Your product will be updated to 12. Now you will go to the I value as 1. This is also done. When the value of I is 1, you will do the same task. 12 into what is the answer of I? It is 1. So 12 into 1 is 12. So you will update this value to 12. Now what will happen? Again, you will try to update this product variable with the nums of I multiplication. What is the value? 2. 12 into 2 is 24. So you will update this value with 24. Now your value of I will become 0. Again, what is the value of product? 24 into what is the value of answer of I? 1. So it will be 24. So can you imagine you will be able to get 12, 24, 8, and 6. This is what your expected output you want, right? So what happened is, or what I have done here is, I have done one simple task. And what is that? I have tried to start my for loop with the value of n will go with -1, -1. So this will start a backtrack kind of a loop, which will start from n-1, last index till the 0th index. Now what I'm doing is, at every point of time or at every iteration, I'm doing two simple steps here. What is that? I'm saying my answer of I, whatever answer of I do I have, multiply with the product value, whatever product value you will be able to get. And then update this product value with the nums of I. So once you will do this task and you will come out of this for loop as well, and you will return the answer as answer, see what will happen. Let's see. Some mistake is there. Okay, we have not initialized this variable name. So we will initialize the product value as 1. And again, what we will do is we will do the reinitialization of this at this step again as 1. So let's try to rerun this again. If you will see, our test case is accepted. If I'll try to submit this code, can you see? Our code is accepted now. So here, if I'll just try to now copy this part of a code and we'll paste it over the documentation which we are talking about. So in the brute force, you are getting the complexity as, I think we have mentioned big O of n square and that another one. So let's focus on this optimized approach now. So in this case, if I'll just have to copy this again, you will be able to observe. This is a kind of a code which I am getting here. Can you see? So what is happening here? We are simply trying to apply two for loops. One is starting from 0, going towards n-1. Another one is starting from n-1, going towards 0. So automatically, our time complexity will get reduced to big O of n. And if I'll talk about the space complexity, obviously, again, we are somehow using an extra space to store the values here. So it will be again constant. Sorry, big of n, because we are taking a external data structure. Now, it might be a difficult question for those people who are very new for DSA. But for those people who are already aware about array based data structure, how it works, how is the internal working of looping works, what is the meaning of a nested loop, right? How we are trying to update this value of answer of I and the product variable when you are starting our iteration from 0 to n minus 1, and then how basically we're going as a backtrack from n minus 1 to 0, and what is the impact it is making when we're moving from left to right and from right to left. If you will be able to understand that stuff, this logic somehow is doing one thing. What is that? If you will just try to see this logic very keenly, somehow whatever task we want, product except self, it is not taking that number. Apart from that, every other number will be multiplying in a way when we're moving from 0 to n minus 1 and from n minus 1 to 0. So all in all, whatever result we want is what is coming up, but on the sake of reducing the time complexity. So that is something which you can say is an optimized approach as comparable to the above approach which we have mentioned. So above approach is something which I think everyone will be able to figure it out, but this one approach is something which I feel only those people will be able to figure it out, those who have practiced hard in order to solve multiple problems on lead code, right? Who have done this variety of problem that okay, this is one of the logic which we can use to get the results, right? I hope that you will get the understanding. Is that approach 2 is clear, everyone? Can I get confirmation on approach number 2 now? Is approach 2 is clear to everyone? Now you can see, right? It's been, I think, 51 minutes, and we have just discussed a single question. But that is what people usually say, that I have solved XYZ number of problems on lead code. It doesn't matter that how many number of problems you have solved. What matters the most is that how much quality time you have spent to solve that problem. Have you dry run your code in terms of getting the solution? Do you know the internal time and space complexity of whatever approaches you have done so far? What is the kind of logic you have used? Isn't that maybe you have just used the brute force approach and you have not worked upon the optimized approach? And this is a similar thing you will see in our upcoming course of DSA 2.0. So we will try to solve these kind of problems. I think this is a medium level problem of lead code. And maximum questions you will observe will be either on a medium level or a hard level. The people who are, who really want to, spend their time in terms of solving the problem, in terms of getting that mindset that how can we solve the problems, in terms of seeing that what are the multiple varieties of problems in DSA do we have, those are the right fit people who can enroll into this specific course. The course is see, there are numerous problems, and no one can assure you that once you will do these problems, definitely you will be able to crack all the interviews. Even sometimes, or I would say multiple number of times, it happens to me also that I will also get stuck in the problems even after practicing so much, even after teaching so much, right? So what I'm trying to convey here, at least what we can do from our part is we can try to train our mind in such a way. For example, in machine learning also we do a training, right? Similarly, in DSA also we need to train our mind in such a way that it will be able to resemble multiple variety of problems, multiple logics, that okay, this is how basically we can solve any coding problem. The more logics you will solve, the more problems you will solve, the more practice you will do, then automatically you will start getting the confidence. I have seen so many students in the last batch who were having a fear of solving a lead code specific problems or going for an interview, and today they're cracking those interviews, right? So the only thing is what they have done, they have tried to solve multiple problems, multiple variety of problems, and they have done a lot of practice. That is the only mantra to solve these problems of DSA and to tackle this coding problems, right? I know for those people who are very new to the programming background, it seems really hard, but believe me, once you will start enjoying this stuff of problem solving logic, you will you will get love in this part of things, right? It's like somehow you are solving a challenges and you know that okay, this is not how things will be solved. And that is the main reason why companies are also asking this DSA specific questions, right? They just want to check your logical building, they just want to check you that how much you can think about the problem solving part, right? And that is the core idea behind today's session. Any doubt if you have, you can now ask. Okay, Mayur have asked one question. Reverse for loop again. So what is happening in reverse for loop? See it very carefully. There are only two steps. Maybe I'll share this, link with everyone, the document link. So you can just dry run your code. So what is happening in the backtrack loop? When the value of I is 3. So once you will do the above loop, you will get a updated value as 1, 1, 2 and 6 in your answer list. Okay? Index number is 0, 1, 2, 3. You will be having one nums array also having a value as 1, 2, 3 and 4, 0, 1, 2 and 3. So what you are doing, you are saying initially my value of I is 3 because I'm starting from the back. Okay? My product value is initially 1. So what I'm doing is whatever value I will be having as a product value, I will multiply that value with the answer of I. So answer of 3, I will multiply this value with the product. 6 into 1, it will be 6 only. 6 into 1, it will be 6 only. Second step, what you will do is, now you will update this product variable with the nums of I into product. 4 into 1 is 4. So in the first part, you are updating the answer of I variable. In the second part, you are updating this variable itself, multiplying with the nums array. Now you will go to the I equal to 2 loop. So what will happen when the value of I is equal to 2? First of all, you will update this answer of I. So 2 into 4, answer will become 8. Second part you will do is updating this variable itself. So 4 into 3, answer will be 12. Again, you will go back to the loop. I equal to 1. You will update the product variable in the answer. 12 will be updated. Second part will be updating the variable. 12 into 2, 24. Going back, I equal to 0. Updating the answer of I with the product variable, 24. Then updating the variable 24 into 1, which is 24. So in a way, you're just doing two steps. First step is you are trying to say that whatever be the answer of I is nothing but whatever be the already available answer I have, multiply that with the product variable. Second step which you are doing is updating the product variable with the product value into the value of nums of I. And once you will do that, or once you finish that task with the I equal to 3, then 2, then 1, and then 0, you will get the answer as 24, 12, 8, and 6. And I think this is what the expected result which we are expecting, right? So this is how basically we can solve this problem. Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear now, Mayur? So I hope that you find the today's session amazing, right? So if you want, we can no, what I want is normal. This one, I think this looks pretty much amazing. So this is something which is the, you can say, optimized approach of this particular discussion that we have done so far. Any doubt? Anyone? Please ask. Otherwise, I think we can wrap up. I'll try to come up again solving the similar kind of questions. If you guys will support this video, and almost in between 10-20 people have joined this session, at least if I'll be able to get the 10 comments also in the video of this particular part of live session, that whether you like this video or not, and do you want that these sessions I will take more often, solving these kind of problems from scratch, talking about the brute force approach, then thinking about the optimized approach, talking about time and space complexity, and how can you tackle these problems in an interview. You have to please make sure that you will comment it down, right? In the last video I also said that it's very very important when you guys comment the video. It again helps me to reach to wider audience. If you like the video, again it will be helpful. If you subscribe to the channel, it will be helpful. These numbers statistically help me to reach to the wider audience, and without your support, right, I cannot reach ahead. So please make sure that you will do your own part, and definitely again I will try to come up spending my time over here to talk about another amazing problem of coding interview and how can we tackle that very soon. Maybe we can plan next week itself, depending upon how is the response of this video. I will look into it. Please make sure you will do that, and with this maybe I will see you all in the upcoming videos. uh, if you have any sort of doubt while joining this DSA 2.0 batch, you can just let me know, right? Maybe you can just I have an email ID available in the discussion section or in the description of this specific video. You can just go and check it out. So this is a specific thing which I'm talking about here, right? If you have any sort of doubt, anything you have, something you to ask, maybe it can be anything, maybe with respect to the payment issue, anything, any trouble you are facing, please do let me know. Definitely I will try to respond to you as soon as possible, right? uh, Deepraj, hello Priya. I want to join you as a freelancer. I am a data scientist currently working for Tech Institute. I want to start my freelance journey and would appreciate your help and guidance. Deepraj, whatever I'm not sure what is how basically I can assist you. So you can just write me a mail. My email ID is available in the description section of this video. What kind of help I can do at my part, please do let me know. I will definitely try to check it out and respond to you accordingly. Okay. So, perfect, guys. I hope that today's live session is really helpful for everyone. And I'll try to come up again with a similar kind of a live. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye, everyone. See ya.